Hi, it's Susan here and welcome to In the Craft Room. In our last Dollhouse episode, we were up in the loft and we renovated. We took everything out, repainted, added the flooring and added a selection of the furnishings. I'm quite satisfied that we're finished with the loft. So I've opened the front of the dollhouse and we've got our 4 rooms exposed. Today we're going to work on the lounge room. But before we begin the lounge room, I just wanted to show you our new dollhouse base. This was made by Martin and our grandson Hamish. You can see them here, busy at work. They constructed the trolley and the base for the dollhouse, and this will eventually become the yard to the dollhouse. So I'm looking forward to doing that down the track too. So big hug to Martin and Hamish. Thank you. But for now, on to the lounge room. I've removed some of the loose furnishings from the rest of the house so that they're not in the way. I'm now going to remove all of the loose lounge room contents. I'm not going to repaint or remove the carpet. It's more of a redecoration with the furnishings. I also wanted to show you and talk about the 1 to 12 scale, which this dollhouse is, mini printables which are available. If you see here on the wall, we've got some photos. They're photos of our son Harrison when he was a baby. There's also photos of our daughter Millie. There's also Martin and I in our younger days, and our cat McKay. This person here is random, and I'm going to fill that with another personal photo. Also, the photo at the very back on the hutch is a photo of myself, actually a wedding photo when Martin and I got married. I've also got this little random person here too, which I'm going to put a personal photo in, but I'm going to do that later. Now we're going to empty the lounge room. So I've emptied out the lounge room and I've given it a quick vacuum. I'm going to start with having a bit of a play and looking where the mats, floor coverings and the couches are going. Some of the furniture is a bit dusty, so I'm going to give it a bit of a clean as well before I pop it in the house. In the back here, I've got a, I'll move this away. In the back here, I've got a working lamp, which is it's got an actual working lamp with a globe. I'm going to go behind the dollhouse and pull the cable through. going to glue it on top of this stool in the corner. This little sideboard here has a magazine holder on it, and within that magazine holder I've got some mini printables which I have printed off in the past. I've got a Vogue Living magazine. I've also got a Better Homes and Garden magazine. There's a old Better Homes and Garden magazine, and we've got a Newsweek, Life magazine, Paraglider magazine, and Stereo Review. We've also got a newspaper, New York Times. But I'm going to be looking for something a bit more contemporary and related more to my interests. I printed off these magazines which were a bit more fitting for me, and they're going to be going in our new little magazine case here. We've got some miniature magazines. There's Dollhouse Miniatures, Miniature Collector, and so miniature, Miniatures Showcase. And I'm going to be cutting those out and popping them in our magazine case. We've also got a teeny tiny picture of our grandchildren, which I'm going to put into this tiny little frame. I'm going to cut them out, and I think they'll go on the mantelpiece. Let's start cutting. So we've got Summer, Hamish and Sadie in our little picture frame, which will be going in the lounge room. I've also got my magazines, my new magazines, which I will pop in here. I'm going to take out the dated ones and put in the more contemporary ones. And our magazine rack is nicely stocked. Now that we've completed our little sideboard with little miniature free printable magazines, I'm going to place the sideboard in its position in the lounge. And now for adding the little finishing touches. This little vase here is actually an old little perfume bottle. I've got a sprig of plastic or a spray of plastic flowers which I've cut up into little stems and placed inside the perfume bottle. I'm going to be putting this on the coffee table. And now to glue our little photo onto the mantelpiece. And there we have our finished room. It wasn't a terribly big project. It was just needed a bit of a clean and a bit of a spruce up. I'm considering having a length of carpet put onto the staircase. I'm still going to research my options there, but I'm quite happy with the room. It just needed a bit of a top and tail with some new printable minis and our new photo on the mantelpiece. Thank you for joining me in the craft room today. We've got our loft finished, we've got our lounge room finished, and next time I'm going to move across in a clockwise direction. The bathroom doesn't need much, so most likely we'll be looking at the bathroom and the kitchen. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.